Hey team, a while back I decided that I wanted to learn more languages. I studied French in school, so um, I do have a degree in French, and I kind of was contented with that for a while, quite a while actually. Then I kind of decided that I wanted to learn more languages, just because my family, some folks, a lot of family and friends learned different languages like German and Spanish, and I know Spanish is definitely an asset. So I thought, well, why don't I learn as many Romance languages as I can? French is a Romance language, and let's learn all of them. And so I figured there would be a lot of cognates, and it would be pretty simple, especially once you get the ebb and flow of the language itself. So, and a lot of them do actually seem to have those similarities. So it's been pretty cool so far, actually, to see the number of cognates and how things kind of ebb and flow together. But I started with Spanish, and then for a while there, I actually tried Japanese, which is not a romantic language, but that was just like something that was just something fun, but that didn't pan out. I also tried Norwegian, and that kind of halted a little bit. But I did kind of hit a few languages hard last fall. So I was doing the Spanish, and I was also doing the Norwegian. I think that's when that happened, and Italian and German, which again, German is not romantic, but it's still one of the big languages, European languages. So I wanted to learn all of them, as many languages as possible. And it's been a lot of fun so far. I have been concentrating lately on the Spanish. I just recently reintroduced the Italian because I got stuck on Spanish. I got crossed because I thought one of the pronoun layouts, like the grammar seemed inaccurate to me, and I was like, am I remembering the French wrong, or what's going on? Because I think that this is incorrect, but that's what it's saying is correct on the app. And so I just was like, I'm going to go do Italian. And so I kind of got back on the Italian. Congratulations. But I've been enjoying myself. I have been writing down kind of my stats, because the app sends updates for, how long you've been on the app that week, and how many words you reviewed, how many words you learned, things like that. So it's been very fun to kind of see that. Because before I was getting the emails, and I might open them, I might not, and then I didn't really do anything. But it's actually kind of interesting information to have, especially since I wanted to be a French teacher. Now I'm trying this app, which is a completely different format from my in-person classes, and it doesn't have that cultural element. They have articles that you can read that have cultural elements, but it doesn't really have that in the app itself. So within the lessons, obviously that you learn words that might have cultural meaning, but, or like, as well as maybe like touristy requests, or, like about beer, or, wine, and, things like that. Travel, where is my suitcase, things like that. My tickets, where are my tickets? And so it's pretty cool. But I have been just doing it casually. For when I first started, I was every day, and it was consecutive, and I had a nice streak going, and I was very proud of it. That did not last. I took a break from it, and then I started in again. And so now it's pretty casual. I'll just play whenever I want it, because I know that it's like a back burner. It's something that I want to do. But it's not of high importance. So I've been doing it, and I looked at all of my data. I looked at a couple months worth, so almost 3 months worth of information. And it looks like my average number of days playing a week is about 4.5. And I generally don't play on Sundays. So, but 4.5, or, and I say play because it's an app. So it's kind of a little like a game. You get like hit points or XP. And you can do it with friends, and you have like different quests and goals and things like that. So it's a game. So I generally play or work on it for about 4.5 days a week. Not generally on Sundays. And the XP is pretty variable. I had a high of 200 XP and then a low of 75 XP. And that kind of differs because you can have like double XP for this hour. And, so it's hard to track that side of it for, what that means, and that's not necessarily important to me. What's important is learning the language, so I'm not as keen on knowing the XP, because that's the game element, and that's like it's pretty variable, and how you get plus 20 and you get extra if you watch an ad and stuff. So it's not about the language. It's so that's that important. That number is not that important, but time learning, I spend an average of 41 and a half minutes per week right now. So it's about 10 minutes every session if I'm on for about 4.5 days, 4 days, 41 minutes a week. So about 10 minutes. Sometimes you'll have outliers. Let's see. And I had about 182 minutes in May, 154 minutes in June, and I'm trying to finish July strong. Right now I'm at 120 minutes. So it's been fun. Most productive day was Tuesdays. No idea why, because I have, for Causes 365, I'm putting an emphasis on different cultures on Mondays. So I don't know why Tuesdays, but it's okay. Then words reviewed, an average of 82 a week, but there was an outlier, of course. My high was 148 and then my low was 59, and I think most of them were around 59, 60, 61. So the 148 probably skewed it mega. Otherwise it probably would have been around like 60 or so. It is different though, because it has words reviewed versus words learned, and so sometimes you don't learn a lot of words because you're reviewing so much. So like my low for that was one word, and then my high was 34 words that week. So it's pretty variable, depending. It was probably a grammatical thing, or so you learn like los, for yeah. So overall, that's been okay. Total words learned has been 100. I'd like to see all the words. I know I'm dubious about some of them, and I do need to continue practicing with them. So I also know that I'm on the app, so I'm a little worried that it will be just like applicable just in the app, unless I find reasons to use it in the real world. And so I'm probably going to try and have some sort of initiative for that moving forward. Maybe that'll be Causes 365 Mondays moving forward. But otherwise, lessons finished. Generally, my high was 10, my low was 5, average 7. Total for just about 3 months was 79 lessons finished, and this has been very casual. So I'm excited for it. I decided that I wanted to up the ante a little bit. I wanted to try a little bit harder. So instead of doing it just whenever I feel like it, I am going to try for a half hour every day. And so I did that today, and it was very fun. A little bit worried that I will run out of lives, and then I'll have to start over, later in the afternoon, because they do replenish your lives later in the day at about 1 o'clock. I think you get, after a couple hours, you get like 1 back, and then you get like 4, so they refill you. So I don't remember the nuances of that, but if it is like an after a certain time, or if it's after a certain number of hours. But I'm excited. We're going to try 30 minutes a day, and we're going to see how the statistics change. Maybe we'll do another 2-month, 3-month period, and then we'll look at the data again. So it's kind of cool. I hope that I am learning beaucoup de langue. I just use French because it's my go-to, but hopefully we will learn the Spanish and Italian, and we'll see if we can get Japanese and Norwegian back in there. So thank you. Have a great day.